the moment the bill or the bills were presented to the National Assembly, I decided to do my own first reading because one thing I discovered in this country is that most time we comment without knowing what we are commenting on. So that has been the major problem that I see around. So I shut down almost a day or two to go through the 4 bills. And I can tell you that I saw something that I believe will transform this country. Because over the years, we've been having so many knee-jerk reactions to our fiscal problems. And remember, in 2019, we started using the finance bills and Finance Act to amend certain sections of our obsolete laws and taxation laws. So, but this particular bill or this particular set of bills are going to harmonize everything to make the tax administration very simple, make taxation very simple. I think in one of those, I think there was a particular presentation that the chairman made. He said that it is hard enough to pay tax. Why complicate the tax process? So the bills are first and foremost to harmonize so many of those tax laws or update, modernize some of them, like the Stamp Duties Act that was enacted in 1939 or thereabouts. Even the VAT that we are talking about was enacted around 1993. But came over time, we're now using a Finance Act of VAT modification to increase or reduce rates and all that. So at the end of the day, you realize that this is a very great opportunity for this country to remove all the cogs that has been militating against the wheel of progress. Now, I want to delve straight into the VAT issue because basically that has been the major controversy as far as I'm concerned. Because once you see people saying oppose the bill, they always point to the VAT. And I want to say that it is a shame that, this year we are about to clock almost 6 trillion naira in VAT collection. If we are to go by what we have been generating monthly. And most of the time you see that the states get the bulk of their revenues from VAT. That is part of the reason why some states feel very, very emotional about it. So, but 6 trillion naira in VAT is just less than $3.5 billion. As a country, we should be ashamed that we are haggling over a revenue that is just less than $4 billion. We have a revenue problem. Okay, just recently we are about to present a budget of 7.9 trillion naira to the National Assembly. If you do the conversion, you are talking about just $8 billion. South Africa has a budget of close to 300 and something billion dollars. The Homeland Security Department in the US, just a department, is spending $176 billion. Now, the largest economy, or let's say the biggest country, black race in the world, is struggling to use $28 billion to provide social services. Remember, we have Lagos to Calabar, coastal road to talk about Sokoto to Badagry, Lagos to Ibadan Railway, Abuja to. These are roads that infrastructure that will require money, trillions of naira. Where do you get those money from? And people will not want us to borrow because once you start borrowing too, because you have to fund this particular services. So it is very important that you first of all try to reorganize your revenue streams. Part of it is trying to make those businesses to the businesses that bring in the revenue, and then the individuals, and that is at the heart of these bills, individuals and businesses. Like he pointed out, for the personal income tax reforms, we are going to see almost 90% of Nigerians being exempt from tax. Why do I say 90% of Nigerians? Some people try to gloat over the fact that we have multidimensional poverty. We are the home to the largest number of poor people in the world. Now, the question is this. If we are home to the largest number of poor people in the world, it means that less than or more than 80% of our population actually don't earn up to $1 million naira annually. So if you exempt that section of the population from paying tax, that is massive.